Hello friends, this is Cullen, back with Dragon Age Inquisition. We are here in Haven's Chantry.
Though you had granted them power over the very fade itself, though they sang hymns of praise unending, though they could do anything, they destroyed nothing, created nothing, loved nothing.
I almost thought she was talking about the mages for a second, but no. I think she was talking about the Darkspawn board. I actually don't know who she was talking about. Anyway, we're going to head into this War Council and see what's up. Okay. Yep, so we get a perk. I forgot about this. What I'm looking for is allowing... I think this is the thing I want. I think the lock thing seems really good. So let me keep going on the secrets route. Training gear and experience working in the Mythmaster locksmiths. Needed to tackle the toughest and most ingenious looking mechanisms. Allows all rogues in the party to open masterwork locks. Yeah, that sounds super good. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with arcane knowledge. New dialogue related to the Fade or arcane studies. Let's do it. Wait. Oh, no, I already did it. Yep, that's okay. Now let's see what's in Ferelden. I did in Hushed Whispers, okay. And now it's telling me in your heart shall burn. And there's two more. There's Upon the Waking Sea, and an answer a request from Hosmal. Anything in Orlais? Well, we're getting the overview here. There is. Truth or Dare, the Imperial Court. Ooh, ready. We turned this to turn in. Ambassador, I very much enjoyed your soiree. I hope to see you at the summer cottage for a picnic luncheon next month. Do not fret about the ghastly things said about your associates. The more reasoned heads will prevail, and this foolish gossip will come to nothing. Duke Cyril. Look at that. I think this is Josephine, who is being awesome. Or is this Josephine, or is this... I don't remember who did that. I don't remember if that was Josephine or Vivienne. I think it was just Josephine. No, it was Vivienne who asked for it, and Josephine was requested, or the other way around. Anyway, the Chantry remains. It is done. As expected, the clerics who spoke loudly against us were trying to cover their lack of character. This is the quest, if I'm remembering correctly, where we were trying to shore up political some support from the wavering cleric, something like that. Alright, they are silenced, and the rest of the Chantry has taken note. They can be counted political allies for now, at least until our detractors discover other ways to strike out. I will watch carefully for that moment, Liliana. Okay, so we got Grand Cleric Iona. We got Truth or Dare Lake Celestine. Wasn't there another Truth or Dare one? I don't know. Maybe. So we got a few here. I'm actually going to probably take a little bit of a wee bit of a break from the main story quests to do a little bit more in the Hinterlands, because it's been a little bit eating at me like a canker sore, just ulcerating in the back of my mouth, which I have, which sucks. Truth or Dare, like so let's take a look at what we got. So from some of the side ones here. A passage from Travels of a Chantry Scholar lies on the table. This passage is circled. The region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the Waking Sea is known as the Heartlands, a place of vineyards and gilded marble estates, and locals refer to as cottages. It is often said that Orlais' heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Valrail. Note is written at the bottom of the page: Comte de Maurier and Marquise Courtemans. I apologize for anyone who actually knows more French than me, which is literally anyone who knows literally any French. Both spending money like water, which to pursue. So what are we doing here? What's the point of this? I'm a bit confused. Why are we doing... I get that this seems like it's just a little history of Lake Celestine, and why is this a mission? Let me just look through this again. So it said that, okay, Orlais played with gold. Or is this just pursuing potential rivals. I don't quite understand. Maybe it'll come to light later. But anyway, we're looking to get in somehow with either Comte de Maurier or Marquise Courtemance. Definitely going with Josephine on this. Oh, even before I noticed that she had the smaller amount of time required. Comte de Maurier is a distant relation of the Empress. We should speak with him first. We have agents in place near Courtemance now. We can infiltrate this matter at a moment's notice for Liliana. Yeah, I'm going to go with Josephine. I trust her with diplomatic
At your
stuff.
service.
And what else here? Glend Cleric Iona. While the Chantry is ostensibly the Inquisition's ally, a cleric has arisen as the leader of those who oppose it. Grand Cleric Iona of Cumberland has quietly gathered them around her, giving her an early lead in the race to become the next divine. Should she succeed, this could mean a resumption of widespread opposition to the Inquisition, as well as danger to the Herald of Andraste. Which would be bad. So, let's see what... Okay, so... Oh, interesting. I thought it was just not great, best. I thought it was best and then not best, but apparently Josephine has the highest time here. Liliana has the middle time, and Cullen has the best time. So this is an enemy of the Chantry, right? This is Josephine. She has rivals. We should pick one. Give that cleric whatever ammunition we could muster against Grand Cleric Iona. Grand Cleric Iona has no secrets, but she is dangerous. She has no secrets. That's really interesting. She has hooked her wagon to this issue alone. We cannot let it take her to the Sunburst throne. She must be silenced. So, even outside of the required time, the fact that Iona has no secrets means that Liliana's impact is blunted. Because Liliana's best when she's manipulating the crap out of people. At least I like her best in that role as opposed to, like, assassins. But I guess it depends. Cullen, a display of force and a warning are all we need. She is not a fool and will realize the Templar Order no longer protects her. Yep, we'll go with this.
All right.
Yeah, so we got those three going. Let's check some of the other side stuff going on for Eldon before we move on to In Your Heart Shall Burn, because I don't think I'm going to do that for a little bit. But again, let me know if you... I'm still pretty flexible on this, so let me know if you prefer I like go to that before anything else. Answer a request from Hosmal. Commander Cullen, I understand the Inquisition is working with Redcliffe's mages. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall... I don't know who Hosmal is. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them. But it does put you in a position to aid us. Hosmal... Oh, Hosmal's a town. Hosmal's circles sustained significant damage during the uprisings. Rather than follow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars elected... So this is... Right, that's a Templar symbol. Many of our Templars elected to remain and deal with the aftermath, but our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. Hosmal's people would happily throw them to the wolves, even though they had done nothing to do... They had nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fail in our duty to protect them. I trust you sympathize with our predicament. I humbly request our charges be transferred to the Inquisition. Hell yes. So Josephine would say we can arrange safe passage from Hosmal and let the city's leaders believe they owe us a favor. That sounds pretty good. Liliana, hostility towards mages remains, but there are ways to travel without drawing notice. Yeah. Cullen, we have a few Templars of our own. Hosmal's Templars will be comfortable working with them. That makes sense. They can ensure safe passage, or the mages. Look at this. This is Cullen's episode. Cullen is on the come up. Yeah, so I'll use Cullen for that when he gets back. Why is it not? Oh, because I read it already. I was saying, why is the yellow thing not there? Upon the waking sea, the Alamari ruins have been the Alamari ruins found in the mountain passages outside Haven have finally given up more of their secrets, pointing to one of the larger islands off the northern coast of Ferelden. The island is quite large and covered in dense wilderness, so searching it will be an involved process. According to the runes, however, there should be some connection to the original disciples of Andraste and the Guardian of the Sacred Ashes. I wonder if the Guardian must be the dragon. So we're following up on this thing from before. Liliana, this requires stealth. A few skilled agents given enough time to quietly search the islands. I think that I'm going to go with her anyway, because she did well for me the last mission on this. As soon as we search the area, others will follow, so let's go and force and occupy the islands. I mean, that's the shorter time, but I'm comfortable with going with Liliana for this.
Let's see what we have.
That might be a mistake. Yeah, so I think we're good there. Is that the War Council that we just met? I thought there was a meet in the warm... Oh, for her In Your Heart Shall Burn. Okay. But first, anything with Varric?
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad.
Yeah, I thought you might have something to say about that.
It really punches a hole in my Red Lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How long does it take for Red Lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, he seems like a bad dude. If he's even a dude. I don't know if he's a dude. I think he was referred to as he, him, with he, him pronouns. I'm not sure. Don't worry, let's keep hoping. We need to eliminate
We
it.
can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Find Sarah. Catch my breath, plan for what's next, have a party. I don't know if my character knows a lot about what fun is.
I was planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get.
Oh, you love her.
Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
So, I think I want to make sure to check in with the main party members after any, like, big story beats. Thank you. Yeah, I think I want to make sure to check with them after big story beats, because it seems like there's going to be new dialogue reacting to that, which is interesting to me. Speaking of which, how you doing, Cullen?
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Yeah, so they're in our grasp. I don't think we have to go overboard with it. I think that, like, we can be supportive of them.
I know you're worried about having the mages here. Give them a chance to prove themselves.
I'm not questioning their ability or their intentions, but we cannot ignore the risks.
What do you want to do, kill
The
them?
mages submitted to our authority. Their safety and our followers is my responsibility. I take it seriously.
I see.
I recommend caution, that's all.
Okay.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
Okay, I think I'm good with you, that's all.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Yup. And who else? Cassandra should be right around here, right? Hello, Cassandra. Oh yeah, she must have something. She must be happy about this.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
Oh, maybe
We've
she's not
already
happy.
spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We've been split up, regardless of our colleges, forced into quarters so small that...
This is not the Circle. You have been conscripted into the Inquisition, like any soldier.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
I have really mixed feelings on this still. Really mixed.
It never ends, evidently.
I don't want to be like on her side with this. I don't like that she's not. I get her side on this, but I don't it bothers me that to see her like dismissing the mages who just gone from shitty position to shitty position, and now they're conscripted into the Inquisition from slavery. Like, except I don't know what arguing just makes them worse. Like, I feel like that's siding with her super much. Let's go with this.
Is there an issue with the mages? Can I help?
Yeah, there you go.
The mages are too accustomed to running or being kept prisoner. It's not easy for them. It's your doing, after all. You're the one who conscripted them.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I?
Yup.
I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made.
And you
And
recommended
here we
that
are.
decision.
I wish I could say this was my doing.
I am rather clever, aren't I?
Close the breach. Then I'll agree with you.
Again, I'd go the flirt route, but I don't know exactly how romances work in this game, and I don't want to screw up anything potential with Sarah. Not like, I don't think Sarah would have a problem with, like, being, like, openly flirtatious with a bunch of people. Yeah, I don't think she'd have a problem with that. Something about that Cassandra conversation actually comforted me. I was afraid that the mages would be like actual prisoners, but the fact that they're conscripts seems like a better middle ground. Any research to turn in? Ooh, shadow essences.
Not sure why you would want to pay out of your own pocket for books, Enchanter.
I'm not an enchanter, and too many books get lost. Knowledge gets lost forever. Fire, war, and
I like
religion,
Manev a lot.
all of them are
Oh,
bound
Codex
to
updated. Shade, bonus against demons. Nice. I'm not going to look in the Codex because I don't think there's any different. Do I have new Codex intricacies? I do. I definitely do. Let's see what we got here before talking here. What's new here? What group am I? Oh, there it is. Tevinter Society. To those outside of the Tevinter Imperium, it is easy to imagine a society filled with mages and elven slaves and little else. And that's what I had thought before talking with Dorian. In truth, there are 3 different Tevinters, each of them a world completely separated from the others. There are the mages, the Lance nobility, completely obsessed with competing for supremacy with each other, almost to the exclusion of paying any heed to the nation's enemies, such as the Kunari. The well-bred Altus sneer at the Latins, who in turn sneer at the Praetari. They vie for dominance in the Magisterium, where factions shift and flow on a daily basis, with deadly consequences, requiring every family to put to put on a veneer of perfect citizenship or face scandal and censure. Then there's so-called Soparati, the sleepers. These are the non-magical citizens who vastly outnumber the mages, yet are beholden to their whims. Many are resentful of this status, plotting in secret, even as they secretly hope their children will possess magical talent. An enticing lure, since the talent could conceivably show up in anyone, even a slave. It would be easy to forget that Tevinter possesses a massive class of publicans, the civil servants and leaders of the legionnaires. It has an enormous merchant class, enough teeming poor to drown any other nation in Thedas, and shadowy thieves called Praesumptor, who are practically treated with respect. A lot of this is going over my head. Not like I don't understand it, but it's just not something that's going to stick with me. And then there are the slaves. One would think they at least see each other as equals, but it is not so. The divided between the free liberati, those who act as personal servants to magisters, those who work on farms and factories, and the service publicus, who do all the tasks proper citizens will not, is all but insurmountable. But perhaps in emulation of those who own them, imperial slaves will connive and scheme to try anyhow. Really interesting. Outsiders might see it as feudal, but to Tevinter citizens, their nation's social classes are the most mutable and rewarding of merit in all of Thedas. What else did I miss here? There. And I think there was one more. I think there was the Magisterium too. This is just, I'm so glad we're getting more about Tevinter. There are those who would tell you the Chantry is the same everywhere as it is here, that the divine in Valrayo reigns supreme in the eyes of the Maker, and that this fact is unquestioned throughout Thedas. Do not believe it. The Maker's second commandment, magic must serve man, not rule over him, never held the same meaning within the ancient Tevinter Imperium as it did elsewhere. The Chantry were interpreted the rule as meaning that mages should never control the minds of other men, and that otherwise their magic should benefit the rulers of men as much as possible. So they're like originalists, I guess. No, they're not originalists, they're just monsters. When the clerics of Tevinter altered the Chant of Light to reflect this interpretation of the commandment, the Divine in Val Royeaux ordered the clerics to revert to the original chant. They refused, claiming corruption within Val Royeaux, an argument that grew until, in 487 Towers, the Chantry in Tevinter elected its own legitimate and uncorrupted Divine Val Hale, who was not only male but also happened to be one of the most prominent members of the Tevinter Circle of the Magi. This Black Divine, which again they don't call him, was reviled outside Tevinter. His existence an offense to the Chantry in Val Royeaux. After 4 exalted marches to dislodge these rebels, and those again I think are like crusades, all that the Chantry in Val Royeaux accomplished was to cement the separation. I wonder if we'll meet the Black Divine. Excuse me. While most aspects of the Imperial Chantry's teachings are the same, prohibitions against magic have been weakened, and male priests have become more prevalent. That makes sense. The Circle of Magi today rules Tevinter directly, ever since Archon Nomaron was elected in 734 Storm directly from the ranks of the enchanters, to great applause from the public. He dispensed with the old rules forbidding mages from taking part in politics, and within an age, the true rulers within the various imperial houses, the mages, took their places openly within the government. The Imperial Divine is now always drawn from the ranks of the first enchanters and operates as Divine and Grand Enchanter both. It's a lot of power. I guess Divine would of course have a lot of power. This is utter heresy to any member of the Chantry outside of Tevinter, a return to the days of the Magisters which brought the Blights upon us. I forgot that there was that connection between the Magisters and the Blights. But it exists, and even though we have left the Tevinter Imperium to the mercies of the dread Kunari, still they have endured. Further confrontation between the Black Divine and our so-called White Divine is inevitable. From Edicts of the Black Divine by Father David of Caranas, 811 Blessed. And the last one here is the Magisterium. It's really cool to see how the power in how the mage's power, like, it's not like they co-opted the religion, because it was open enough to interpretation to allow this sort of magical twist, but it's interesting how power took how the mages in power kind of used that to cement their power. The Magisterium. There is a mistaken impression... No, I think I've seen this already. Let me just skim through this just in case. Magister simply a mage. So magisters are not just mages. Being a magister requires one hold a seat in the Magisterium, the upper house of the Imperial Senate, so that's a really small number. The lower house, the Publicanium, has no true power but are considered a bureaucratic body. Magisters come from the ranks of the Circle of Magi and the Imperial Chantry, but most hold their seats by virtue of an Archon having granted it to their family long ago. Yeah, this is self-replicating power. Okay. So, where are we now? What are we up to? Yeah, let's talk with Josephine.
Good day to you.
Oh, let's not talk with Josephine.
Speak later.
I guess I already talked with her. So, I don't want to do In Your Heart Shall Burn like you said right now. I'm going to go sell the stuff I mentioned before, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I just made sold a bunch of stuff, attached some upgrades, but I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention to upgrades, to be honest. I'm not, like, maximizing each thing. There's a lot of empty slots, just because I feel like I'm getting equipment upgrades pretty quickly. But maybe I'll change that as the mood or necessity dictates. Where to now? I think we are going to take a little trip back to the land of, at least for, how much time do I have left? I think I'm kind of actually low on time-ish now, but I'm going to at least dunk my head back into, not there, nope, world map. How do I play the video game again? Hinterlands. Yeah, I think I'll at least dunk my hand back in here. So, a rare treatment, bring it right to the healer. So that's something we found. Let's stop by the healer there. I will see you when I get to that healer. Okay, I think I made a mistake. Not a mistake, but how do I... I'm trying to remember how I bring up the map again. It's in one button. Not that, not that, not that, not that. There we go. Right button, left button. I was saying, like, oh, let's bring the treatment to the healer, but I forgot that I don't have some of the spindleweed. So we're not going to do that, because we can't, because we don't have the quest items. But we can go to this place. Maybe? Oh, I'm in combat. So it's left. We can go to a spirit in the lake. A storyteller mentioned a spirit in a nearby lake. If offered a blood lotus, the spirit apparently gives a favor in return. I like favors. Let's go get a favor. Alright. So this seems to be the lake. I got the blood lotus. What'll happen if we place this in an offering? Is it going to be like, fight me and win and you'll get a favor? I feel like it might be. Oh no! There's like a sword in the stone deal. We got a Warlord Greatsword. AoE damage. Round pommel. Okay. I'll take that. That'll be a nice black wall weapon. Okay. And we also have to find Lord Wolseley. Someone who wandered off. Wait, let me not go into this mindlessly. What remind me of what this quest was? Ballad of Lord Wolseley. Oh, Lord Wolseley. Oh my god, Lord Wolseley's the goat, isn't it? Locate Lord Wolseley and send him home. This is the one... That looks like a noble ram. Hello, Lord Wolseley. How do we...
Lord Wolseley, I presume. A young man named Jimmy would very much like you to return home.
Yeah, but how do I... Did I just... Is that enough? Did I just... I told... Oh, I guess I said the name, and he's, like, gonna go off and find them. Okay. So... I'm still skeptical. I still think there is a greater than 0 chance that Lord Wolseley was a human turned into a goat and is being used for malicious means, but, you know, he was free. I'm just telling him Jimmy wants him back, and he's like, bah! Do goats say bah? I don't know, but he's like, I think that he's okay with this. He's going back voluntarily, so I feel good. So there's a quest up here too, which I'm gonna do as soon as I collect this elf fruit, which is clearly important to the video game. Oh, a bear. Let's kill it. The bear is chasing a fox. This poor bear, he's hunting a fox, he's going about his day, and we're just setting him on fire. Poor guy. We'll unlock the codex. We're learning about bears now. That's good. What are we going to learn about a bear? Let's find out. Bear, bear, bear. There we are. Bears are cute. I mean, I know that they have the strength of like a titan and they could slap me into oblivion, but they're cute. We went into the woods near Valforet to find a great brown bear that had the townsfolk worried. We found her some miles from the west gate. She had made a den in a cave on a hillside close to a stream. We stopped some yards away and watched. Eldwin cast a spell to make us less likely to be discovered. Useful, useful magic. After several hours, the bear emerged from her den. Beautiful red-brown sheen to her coat, phenomenal beastie. Following close behind were 3 cubs. Oh my god, balls of fluffy brown fur with eyes set in them. Amazing, amazing little creatures. This is going to end in death, isn't it? I would have liked to watch the little family playing in the stream all day, but the wind changed and the mama bear caught our scent. Even with Eldon working his magic, she leapt in our direction, stopped when she couldn't see anything, then rose up on her hind legs and roared. What a sight that was! I estimate she was half again as tall as I. Quick as anything, she charged towards us, snapping branches as she went. I dove out of the way, but Eldon, bless his heart, was too slow. A massive paw caught him right in the chest, and he went down. Poor Eldwin. Nature is ruthless but magnificent. I am less sad about Eldwin dying than if the mother bear died. What does that say about me? Nothing good. I don't think it says too many good things about me. So what's this quest up here? Looks like there's a crows. Or those white birds with red having a snack on a person. A letter found on a corpse. She told us right and proper, son. 3 times around the crowned statue. Right hand close enough to brush the stone itself, and the spirits will listen. Everything else has been done. We slipped a silver to the chantry to save grandfather's body from the burning. And he's buried close by. 3 times around, always turning right, and the spirits will bring him back to us. Go now and don't be afraid. So this person was on his way to... Oh, that's sweet. He was on the way to cast some grandpa necromancy. I lost my grandfather about 6 months ago. Excuse me. Maybe longer. Maybe 7 months. I don't know. I hope I wouldn't do grandpa necromancy, just because I'd like to see him again. I hope not. We got a logging stand, anyway. Yeah, that's good. Sorry to change the mood like that. Let's see. We got rabbits. No, Fennec's running away. This is the statue. Let me try, before I claim it, let's try running around it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. This isn't Grandpa, is it? It is Grandfather! Oh no! Oh, I don't want to... Fuck, I don't want to do... Are we freeing him from a demon that possessed him, maybe? No, we're just taking his loot. That feels weird. Ugh. Anyway, we got a belt. That's good. Codex unlocked. Corpse. Okay, we're learning about corpses now. That is some scary stories to tell in the dark, levels of creepy imagery right there. Jesus. In most corners of Thedas, funeral rites include burning or dismembering the dead to prevent them from becoming host to demons. Okay, so that wasn't really him. Good. But not everyone gets a proper burial. It is not unheard of for the dead to be thrown in mass graves in the aftermath of a battle or execution, almost asking some demon to claim the corpses. From Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons by Enchanter Mirdramel. Well, I think we freed Grandpa in this case. Alright, and for the last thing today, we found the S'more Saga of Tyrda Brightaxe of our mother. Honey-tongued was filmed to Tyrda, gifts of gold and steel to start. Wait, which one is this? 3rd stanza. Honey-tongued was Thelm to Tyrda, gifts of gold and steel to start. Wanted Tyrda's men for warriors, stolen tribe from stolen heart. Cold her tribe, the gold hand counseled. Cold her tribe, the gold hand counseled. Lean from winter's wind knife chill. Be my bride and cross the waking, eat the gilded city's fill. She is being tempted to do bad shit. Tyrda bright axe fraught with fury, crystal axe head stirred to blaze. He did well, her leafier lover, unabashed by love's lustful gaze. None shall break my tribe apart, not with demon words that kill. Oh no, she's fighting against it. Fear my fury's fiery rays, dream words lie their thirst unslaking. Yeah, so there's a honey-tongued was Thelm to Tyrda, gifts of gold and steel to start. I don't quite know the players here, but someone was saying, be my bride and cross the waking, eat the gilded city's fill. Someone was trying to tempt her to, like, go attack the golden city, and she was like, nope, not having it. I think. I could be totally misreading that. I'm going to give this another read again once I find all the sagas of Tyrda Brightaxe. Yeah, so that's about all I have for the moment. I am not going up there because there's a giant flipping dragon over there. But I might go this way. I think I'm going to keep pushing to the southwest a little bit. Memories of the Grey. This is the Blackwald quest. I'll definitely want Blackwald for that. I'll swap him into the party for that. Flowers for Senna. Elderly Widower. Oh, that's right. That someone wanted me to go to the shrine. But you know what? Let's finish this off with something a little bit happier. Let's go find the person whose goat we returned.
Very well.
And I'm just checking. Locked door. I think those were like the master locked doors. I don't think anyone can get into them. I think I need the what's it called? I think I need that perk to get into these doors. I knew it was for the other door. I don't remember this one though.
And those stories about all that magic at the conclave.
They're not the stories, dear.
Yes, hand find tools. Yep. Okay. Oh, look at him. Look at Lord Wolseley. Frolicking in the field. Again, he came back here voluntarily, so I'm okay.
Lord Wolseley came back. He says you convinced him. Here, for all your trouble.
Well, that's good, I guess. Can I kill him?
Thank you so much. It's so good to have Lord Wolseley back.
I'm sure you're happy. Will you be happy still if I attack Lord Wolseley? Can I... Oh, elevated ground. Can I target him? No, I'm not going to attack Lord Wolseley. Okay, anyway, I think that's it for me for today. Sorry. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.